In this video, we are going to talk about Pengu or Pudgy penguins, some of its recent price action, as well as the important support and resistance areas, and where we can expect the price of Pengu to go in the coming days and weeks. So first of all, we look at the weekly chart, and in the last couple of weeks, it's actually looking really nice. We haven't seen Pengu have two weekly green candles in a row since September, so it looks like the dump that we've had in the last few months that was very aggressive may be coming to an end, but I would still say that it's not looking guaranteed whatsoever because we haven't really seen a reversal yet. Pengu has really just been consolidating for the last couple of weeks, and for me to be certain that we are actually starting a reversal, I would need Pengu to head higher, at least higher than this last red candle that we had, so above 1.3 cents or so, but it is looking pretty promising, definitely a lot better than everything that we had in the last few months. This slight recovery by Pengu is of course followed by the recovery by Bitcoin in the last couple of weeks. Bitcoin recovered from about 80k all the way over 90k, but Pengu didn't really reach the support area that I was looking at from this low back in June. Of course, Pengu doesn't have to go all the way down there, but I would definitely be a lot more comfortable saying that the reversal for Pengu already started if we first saw Pengu going all the way down to this low and then starting the reversal from there. So I think that it is still completely possible that if we see Bitcoin starting to consolidate or even slightly dump, then we could definitely see Pengu dumping all the way down to this previous low from June. So this would be to about 0.8 cents. We've actually seen Bitcoin slightly consolidating in the last week, with it not moving as much as in the week before that, but it's still continuing its relief rally. So if Bitcoin just continues from here right away and heads towards 100k and even crosses it, then Pengu will likely just get its relief rally from here as well. This support area that I talked about from the low in June is not that strong. We've only really hit it once, but it is the next major support area in my opinion. There aren't really any major support areas for Pengu because it's such a new coin and it has very little price history. The most important support area would be the all-time low, because this area we've actually hit twice, once when Pengu was just launched and then again in the April low. This is the area of about 0.4 cents, but we are still very far away from that right now. So generally, I think that Pengu will likely just follow Bitcoin. If Bitcoin continues its rally, then it will likely continue its rally as well. But if Bitcoin starts consolidating or maybe even dumping, then Pengu will likely really struggle and probably head all the way down to this support area. In general, I am expecting most altcoins to underperform Bitcoin, at least for the next few weeks. I think that at least until Bitcoin heads much higher and starts approaching new all-time highs again, or at least getting closer to the previous all-time high, we will not see altcoins as a whole starting to outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think that for that to happen, we would first need to see, as I said, Bitcoin getting much higher and Ethereum approaching new all-time highs. I think that if that doesn't happen, then most altcoins will not do so well compared to Bitcoin. Of course, they can go up in terms of dollars, and there can also be some exceptions that do actually outperform Bitcoin, but I think that most altcoins will not do so, and I don't think that Pengu is any different. Its price structure is still not looking that strong. We have recently lost this very important support area that is this trend line, and since Pengu lost it, it's really hanging on to some much weaker support areas, and right now it's not even really at any support at all. It really just started to recover a little bit because of Bitcoin recovering. So since the structure itself is not looking that strong, I think that even if we do see Bitcoin continuing its rally right away, Pengu will likely underperform it. But if we do see the entire crypto market continuing its recovery, and if we are not actually in a bear market yet, then I think that Pengu could very likely head all the way up to this trend line again, all the way up to almost 2 cents. So this will be a very significant rally, but still nowhere near the all-time highs. If we do actually see a period of euphoria in the entire crypto market and we get an alt season and we see Pengu crossing the trend line again and reclaiming it as support once again, then there is actually a very good chance that we will see Pengu heading all the way up to the previous all-time highs, because there really isn't any significant resistance leading up to this area of about 4.5 cents. But this is still very far away right now, and I would first need to see Pengu reclaiming this trend line and getting above it. And of course, this is not financial advice whatsoever, but I would personally mostly avoid Pengu, at least for the next few weeks, at least as I said, until we see the entire crypto market doing a lot better again, and Bitcoin and Ethereum getting closer to their all-time highs. And I would also generally avoid being heavy into altcoins at the moment. So yeah, just saying it again, this is not financial advice, it's just what I personally think. That's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it and you want more updates about Pengu as well as other meme coins and altcoins and the entire crypto market, make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.